Hi, how you doing? And welcome back to another video on the channel. What we have for you today is our team selection video and preview of Game Week 21. Got a little bit of a review of Game Week 20, which might be interesting to some of you because I did use my triple captain, so we'll see if it paid off, and let's get into it. So the team we've got from this week is on the board here. Not a bad effort in terms of the defence. Double Newcastle defence really paid off, especially when both of them got 3 bonus points, which does not happen every week. So it's pretty fantastic there. Bit disappointed with the 2 double game week players in Shaw and Walker. Walker just getting a point in each game week. Shaw just getting 2 points in each game week. Not really a risk because I already had them in and I was obviously going to play them when you've got a double game week, so it is what it is. Moving on to the midfield, and everybody returned. De Bruyne didn't play in the second game week, which was disappointing. Rashford obviously did, but got most of his points in game week one. Sorry, in match one, and Saka managed to get an assist. Was unlucky not to have his second assist count, but again, that's how it goes sometimes. Up front, very disappointed in Martial. Just played one, got 1 point out of 2 game weeks. Subbed off early in the first game week, and then has got a bit of an injury for the second one. But in terms of looking at him for the future, he's maybe one that I am looking at transferring out. Kane was able to get an assist in the second game week, and Haaland was my triple captaincy. He did only get 8 points, and at half time when Spurs were 2-0 down in the second game, I did think like, oh, he's not going to score in both. Like I've triple captained Haaland of all people, he's not going to score in both. But he did get a goal, and he got 8 points overall. So it wasn't necessarily the best player points that I could have triple captained. Obviously, Rashford would have been there. Actually, if I'd triple captained Dan Burn, I would have got more points than Haaland. But you're never going to triple captain Dan Burn over Haaland, are you? So the decision made sense. Haaland had a double game week. Was definitely going to play in both, which he did. And he just didn't score in the first one. I was hoping for like a second goal later on in the Man City game against Spurs last night, but at the end of the day, I'll take 1 goal. I think usually when you're triple captaining, you try and get 30 points is a good benchmark. So points on the board, which is what I'll take. And as you can see there, I have actually gone up about 600,000 places. Solid game week rank, 81 points overall. And I'm kind of just in this sort of middle of the group fantasy league thing at the moment where I'm just ploughing forwards. It is my 4th green arrow since the World Cup. So green arrow in every game week. You might be thinking, well, you're supposed to be getting green arrows. You're only 4 millionth, which is fair enough. But then that hasn't been happening all season. So the bench did look like this. Not much to write home about other than Mitoma getting some attacking returns. So maybe could have put him in instead of Martial, but at the time you go with a double game week player. So on to the fixtures for this week, and it's looking okay. There's some big hitting games: Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea. So the captain's armband is probably going to be on Haaland again. You might want to captain Kane away at Fulham, but Spurs aren't in the greatest form at the moment. So for me, I would captain Haaland, just stick it on him and ride it out and go with it. Even though Man City, not necessarily firing all cylinders, he is somebody that has the best fixture, and Man City are at home. So my team on for this game week, and uh, I'm not going to make a transfer, to be honest. I think my strategy moving forward is to try and have 2 transfers available for when double game weeks come out, so I can really try and make a swing in my team. I've benched Martial. He's probably not going to play, especially if he's injured. If he did, it was Arsenal away, and he's not getting loads of attacking returns. So the plan would be to take out Martial and maybe upgrade somebody like Patterson. I have got about 1 million in the bank, so I could upgrade Martial to somebody like Ivan Toney if I wanted to. But I'm quite happy with my starting 11 for this game week. I feel like I don't need to force in a transfer just for this game week. I'd rather try and attack those double game weeks. So I do think it is worth, if you have got a transfer and is not sure what to do, wait, let it roll over and see what like double game weeks get announced either in the next game week or in the future game weeks. And then you can plan ahead to really maximize the players that are playing in those double game weeks. Sometimes it doesn't pay off like Walker and Shaw. Sometimes it absolutely does pay off. And it's a lot easier to sit there after it's happened and say, oh, it wasn't great to double game week for this player. But at the time, you would always go with the double game week players. So I don't regret it. Got a great green arrow, 600,000, and we move forward. So let me know what you think about my team. If you've got any questions, let me know. Any support on the channel is greatly appreciated. And good luck in this game week. I will see you in the next one.